Hi, my name is Morgan Robbins, and I'm going to tell my personal brand story. My brand story begins with relationships. Growing up, I grew up in a home with parents that were very involved in my life as far as extracurricular activities and school. They pushed me a lot to be excellent in each one of the areas that I decided to pursue. Once I got into high school, I made a lot of new friends that I didn't have in elementary and late middle school. These friends were some of the smartest kids in my class, and these were the people that I surrounded myself with in hopes that this would help me along in my journey through high school of finding out what I wanted to do once college came. A lot of these friends had very high dreams and goals for themselves as far as medical school, dental school, and even some of the most outrageous things as surgeons. But these students had something that I didn't. They had the grit and the wits and the ability to go and do things that only a select few people in the world will ever be able to do. And once I got into late high school, I started to realize that there was a big difference between me and all of the friends that I had. That although I made good grades and did the things that I was supposed to do similarly to them, that I lacked the passion for the things that they were passionate about. They were passionate about science and math. And I found myself really passionate about literature and reading and writing. Once I got into college, I let what friends that I had growing up in high school influenced what I chose to do once I got into college. I decided that I was going to be a biomedical sciences major and pursue that in hopes that I would be able to go to dental school one day. After one semester here at Liberty of taking science classes, I quickly realized that this was not going to be the route for me. Through lots of prayer and seeking wise counsel from people in my life. And this kind of led me on a journey of trying to discover the things that I was passionate about and the things that I love. I realized very quickly that relationships and people are important to me. How I communicate to people is important to me. And this actually led me to the strategic communications degree in my undergraduate. Through this degree, I've found so many things that I'm passionate about involving people and my values and how to make those things connect. I also discovered that I'm super passionate about the way that we communicate in ministry and the ways that that can be shifted and changed as times change through digital marketing. I also found through this that I want to further my education, which brings me to where I am now, pursuing a Master's of Science in Social Media Management and having my job as a project coordinator in Liberty's marketing department. Throughout this time, I have been able to kind of form my own personal brand based around my values of trusting in the Lord, and that His ways are higher than mine, and that though I may have all the plans, that He'll direct my paths. And I've also found that in creating my personal brand, that it must be centered on my faith and trust in Him. And through that, I have found that a lot of biblical principles that I've learned over the course of time, such as honesty and integrity, and faith and trust and hope in Christ, has become a lot of what my personal brand is. I believe that when forming a personal brand and communicating with clients and other people, that having the ability to communicate and build strong relationships with people is valuable. And so through my undergraduate degree, I've been able to learn a lot about how to use the ever-changing world of marketing and digital media and different mediums to communicate with people and build relationships for the basis of creating my own personal brand, but for also using the values that I have to be an effective minister of the gospel. I'm super excited for this course. I'm in hopes that it's going to help me figure out what I'm going to do post-grad with this degree and kind of take me on a journey of developing my personal brand even more and helping me develop relationships that will hopefully lead me in some really great directions. Thanks.